Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I do not have a weigh-in for you. Don't ask me why, because I don't have a reason. Just had a crazy last couple days, and I just did not weigh in. But I had some stuff I wanted to talk about while I was putting up dishes and my kids are entertained. Social media. Actually, not social media. Well, iPad. So, let's talk about heartburn. Let's talk about GERD. Let's talk about revision. And if you've reached out to me recently on, well, any platform about it, I'm so sorry. I am not ignoring you in any way. I just really think I'm going to go back and do that, and then I don't. So I need to go back and look because I know that people have, and I have not responded. So you guys know I had VSG 8 years ago, and immediately after surgery, GERD was a thing for me. And they kept trying to, sorry, I'm trying to put my dishes. Multitask. They immediately kept trying to take me off of medicine. Like, immediately. Within a couple months. I'm so not immediately, I guess. And every time, by like day 3, I was so incredibly miserable. And I couldn't do it. So, I had surgery in 2012. September 2013, I had my gallbladder out. January 4th, 2014, we found out we were pregnant. Well, after September, somewhere between September and October, I quit taking the omeprazole because I knew that we were fixing to try and start having a baby. And I did have GERD. I did have some reflux then, but nothing. I was just taking stuff every day, taking something safe every day, because I knew that omeprazole was not necessarily. It was like a C on the scale of things that you want to take. Technically, you don't take anything higher than a C. I mean, lower than a C. Is that making any sense? What I'm saying? Because I talk all over the place. So, anywho, I came off of medication. Well, that whole entire pregnancy, I was so miserable. I was basically going through an entire roll of Tums in a day. I think I was taking Zantac. At the time, I didn't realize that you could have safe. I really thought Tums was my only option. I didn't know that there were safe prescription drugs you could have for pregnancy, right? So Oz comes. I immediately, he comes, and then I'm just taking something every day, but I'm breastfeeding, so I'm not taking anything prescription, right? So that was September 2014. He was born. August 2016. I start keto, right? You guys know this story, but I'm just giving you the full story. I start keto. And during that time, my GERD gets extremely worse, which I didn't know. I thought I was having a heart attack, to be completely honest. I go in, I have all this testing done. Sure enough, maybe I had all the testing done. I don't know, my timeline may be off. Either way, in the last 4 years, I've had 2 I've had 2 endoscopies. I've had 2 barium swallow studies. I've had 2. I also had that little camera thing they put in your thing, in your esophagus. Very painful. And on that camera thing, like typically patients who have GERD, I think the camera records it it was 30 or less times. And that's if you have GERD. They had recorded GERD on me something crazy, 200 and something times. So they give me something strong. I take it, stronger. So I take it. I'm on it for, a little while. I stay on that through my entire pregnancy. Anyways, basically what I'm trying to say is I have severe GERD. I had reached out originally to my weight loss surgeon's office initially when all this started. They were not helpful because my insurance doesn't cover bariatrics. And they told me there was no sense in even making an appointment if they wouldn't cover the bariatric surgery. Wouldn't cover the visit. So, fast forward to last year. I realized that me needing a revision was really what needed to happen. And I had several people reach out to me, tell me what happened with them, and their surgery was covered through insurance. And, you know, I took notes, wrote down information. And I thought I was on track to hopefully getting some help. And turns out, again, I got the insurance door slammed in my face. Your insurance considers bariatrics an exclusion, so it doesn't matter if it's medically necessary or not. They're not going to cover this. Okay. So I let myself go last year, and I basically gained like 20 pounds. Not my brightest, happiest moments. But here we are, 2020, middle of a pandemic. At least 2, sometimes 3 pantoprazole in a day. I also came off Zantac because cancer calls in, right? I have a good nurse practitioner friend. She told me to start taking omeprazole. You know, the doctor prescribed something else for me that I wasn't able to get. And I'm mad. And I am sad. And I realize that I need help. And I am going to die. And I am going to not be around if I don't do something. It's a battle every day. I don't talk about it. Sometimes I talk about it. I don't talk about it a lot. So over the last 2 days, I have been looking at revisions in Mexico. If you have any advice or help there, please let me know. Or somebody I can contact, please let me know. And also I have a good friend who's friends with another bariatric surgeon who gave me some links and codes to how things need to be coded in order to get my insurance to cover it. So now, I was busy yesterday. I was a busy little bee. I had some other extra kids here yesterday that were playing with my kids. So now I am really trying to get some help. I booked a surgery in Mexico for December. I thought my husband and my best friend were going to die when I told them that. I'm sure I didn't have to pay a deposit. Matter of fact, I never got a confirmation email. So I don't know about that. But I've had several people reach out to me about this place in Puerto Vallarta. You know, I can't say that. Anyways. And, or suggest the doctor there. And then I've read some good reviews and read some negative reviews. So I've gotten approved there. It's a $900 deposit to book the surgery. So I've not done that. And my husband, we didn't really talk about it. I just started making all these phone calls and emails and text messages. He says last night that he's not 100% on board, but he's not 100% not on board with Mexico. We don't have $6,000 to pay for me to have surgery in Mexico, but we certainly don't have $20,000 for me to pay out of pocket in the United States. I have not looked into financing. I have thought about it. I have, anyway, so I contacted my old surgeon's office yesterday. Thankfully for Corona, there is, and I don't know if you guys know, like the closest bariatric place to me, and this is why I was like 3.5 to 4 hours away. There's a couple in Memphis too. So I've reached out to 3 different doctor's offices locally within a couple hours away over the last 3 days. I got an appointment via telehealth with my old surgeon for Friday. I'm going to lay it all on the line. And they asked for my insurance information. They have not called me to tell me that it's not going to be covered. I'm waiting for it. They will before the visit next week. But the good news is if the visit's not covered, hopefully it will just be a couple $100 via telehealth versus a couple $100 me losing a day without my kids, having to find somebody to keep my kids, pay a babysitter to keep my kids, and also, pay for the gas there and back. And also, so there's some good things about the telehealth thing. I'm planning on coming forward with him with all the things, all the information, all the codes, and all the things. So the bariatric surgeon that I've been contacting via email, who was trying to help me, told me that I might not have good luck with Vanderbilt because they don't he did not say bend the rules, but they don't like to push it with insurance companies. And then I might do better with a practice of somebody in their own practice. So now I've reached out to somebody else in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, of a man that he suggested that has his own practice. I did that yesterday at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so I haven't heard anything back, and I probably won't till sometime next week. So I'm coming before you asking for ideas, suggestions, help, any information you can give. I know that I've talked about this in the past, so this is nothing new. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I have a fire lit under my butt. I've been really, really praying about it. I've really been praying that some doors will be opened. This is not okay. And, you know, my husband said last night, he said, I just thought it was better. I didn't know. I went, babe, I don't talk about it because it's not going to make a difference if I complain or not. Like, I had complained some, but, you know, I'm on the medication. I still have GERD. So I'm coming, baby. You know, there's no sense in complaining about it every single day of my life. I have a life to live. But unfortunately, I'm afraid this life will be cut way shorter than it needs to be. So I'm trying to be proactive. I'm trying to, you know, I'm at the point now that I'm thinking maybe I just need to do liquids for a couple weeks and see if that's helpful. I'm at the point of literally weight loss surgery is one of the best things that happened to me. I have friends that I never would have had without it. I have 2 beautiful children I would have never had without it. And I'm still thinking to myself, I don't know if I would have made the decision if I'd known I was going to feel like this every day for the rest of my life. So it's a really weird place to be. And, you know, I've had a couple people reach out to me recently about having weight loss surgery. I've tried to talk both of them out of VSG. One of them in particular just is having it in the new year, and she acted like I was a crazy person. And I know plenty of people that have VSG that don't have these issues. But from everything I've read, everybody I've talked to, everything I've understood, it's basically a giant crapshoot. And I did not have reflux, heartburn, GERD. I didn't have any of that pre-surgery. And I was very large. You know, you can argue maybe it's the weight gain, but I had this pretty quick after surgery. So I'm at the point now, like I'm nauseous constantly. My tummy's not been right since that episode I had in, you know, like a month ago. And I'm scared. I'm scared something else is wrong, something else is going on. And so this is where I'm at. Help, advice, anything. I hope this video uploads. I love you guys. I hope you are all doing well. Love any piece of information you can give me about any contacts of people that you know that have had revisions, United States, preferably Tennessee, Mexico, anything. Love you guys.